Former junior hockey coach Graham James is going to prison once again for sexual abuse, this time for molesting former NHLer Theo Fleury and his cousin when they were teenagers. But as Tess Van Straten reports, it's not for nearly as long as his victims had hoped.
Trying to hide his face, disgraced former hockey coach Graham James enters a Winnipeg courthouse to learn his fate. He pleaded guilty in December to repeatedly sexually assaulting NHL superstar Theo Fleury and cousin Todd Holt in the 80s and 90s when he was their junior hockey coach. His sentence, 2 years in prison.
This sentence today is nothing short of a national travesty. Graham James once again perpetrated his crime and spread his sickness through our courts of Canada. He conned the judge with his "poor me and I regret" statements. His lawyer defended the indefensible.
Holt and Fleury aren't James's only victims, but for decades they never revealed the abuse. Not even when former NHLer Sheldon Kennedy came forward in 1996. James was convicted for those crimes, which also involved 2 other players. He served 20 months, and Kennedy says once again, the punishment doesn't fit the crime.
In our system, the bar has been set low when it comes to these issues.
Victims' rights advocates in BC and across the country agree.
This guy is a predator, and he's been convicted numerous times, and who knows how many hundreds of victims he has. I think that this is a real tragedy and a real negative statement on our justice system in Canada.
But James's lawyer says the system worked and his client got a fair hearing.
I think Mr. James appreciates the nature of the crimes he committed. He wasn't seeking vindication. Hopefully, when he is released from custody, he'll be able to live a life.
One person who didn't see any justice, victim Greg Gilhooly, who came forward with Holt and Fleury. Charges in his case were stayed to get a guilty plea. And in handing down her sentence, the judge made it clear no length of time would give back what was taken from James's victims.